Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rova, and let TD take over. Be good or be good at it. This is going to be another two-parter, so make sure you tune in tonight for part deux. So I've got to react and respond to President Joe Biden's exit speech. Grand opening, grand closing. The Joe Biden era in Washington, D.C. has come to an end. And the most important thing I want you to take away from last night, because it was absolute truth. And you know, I always tell you, when people show and tell you who they are, believe them. Believe what Joe Biden is telling you. The birth of the American oligarch. It is here. And he is telling you what is going to happen. He is telling you what every single person in Washington, D.C. knows, who is not MAGA, who is not Elon Musk, who is not Zuckerberg, who is not Jeff Bezos. He is telling you what the next 8, 9, 10, 12, maybe even 15 years of your life is going to be. The birth of the American oligarch. He was spot on. Now, I do think that he should have highlighted a few more of his wins. I do. But I also think it was very important. It was much like Jimmy Carter's, when he was at Jimmy Carter's funeral and what he said at Jimmy Carter's funeral. But I think the importance of letting the American people know who aren't MAGA, who aren't racist, extremists, terrorists, whatever you want, whatever adjective you want in there to describe him. I think he just viewed it more important for me to tell the American people what has happened and what is coming, other than me touting my victories, right? That's kind of how I take it, right? That he needs his one last shot on TV with the world watching to let not just Americans, but the world know what the next 4 years, 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years is going to be. When you let the devil in, don't expect the devil to stop being the devil. The birth of the American oligarchy. The birth of the American oligarch. And I am glad he took that time to tell people what is going to come, what is going to happen. Because, like I said, every single person in Washington, D.C. knows. Nancy Pelosi knows. Cory Booker knows. Hakeem Jeffrey knows. AOC knows. Everybody knows. Now, you can deny, and you can live like an ostrich, or put your head in the sand, or whatever it is you want to do. That's fine. It's how you deal with catastrophe, right? Because in a few days, the devil gets sworn in. The first American oligarch gets sworn in 4 days, 5 days? The first American oligarch. Monarchy, King Trump, whatever you want to call him. And I appreciate Joe Biden realizing that I need this last speech where I'm speaking to not just America, but the entire world. That's what I need to prioritize, not just my victories, right? I need my last breath as president to let Americans know what is going to come. And when I've told you time and time again, when people show you and tell you who they are, believe them, right? So instead of touting his victories in office, right? He said, I'm not going to do that. I need to prioritize telling and letting the American people know what is coming in the next 4, 8, 10, 12, 15 years. Oligarch. That is what MAGA has let in the room. I say King Trump, monarchy, but President Biden got it spot on. Oligarch. That is what America is the new Russia. America is the new Russia. And I appreciate Joe Biden prioritizing letting the people know. Now, can't force them to believe it. Can't do anything like that. But I plead with you, believe what he is saying and said, and start preparing now. Be ready so you don't have to get ready, because Joe Biden echoed last night in his speech leaving office what I have been telling you for fucking months. You don't want to listen to me? That's fine. Listen to the President of the United States. The birth of the American oligarch is here. And you get sworn in 4 or 5 days from now. I haven't looked at a calendar, but that's where we are. And I appreciate Joe Biden for taking the time to tell and warn, not just Americans, but the world, what America, the path it's going down. Love ya. Make sure you tune in tonight for part dos. More on his exit speech from Washington, D.C. My DM is always open. Grande beso. Love ya.